It's Aniela here. I am a coach with the Be With Your Twin Flame program, and I hope this Thursday message finds you all well out there and hanging in there this summer, just out there hopefully enjoying yourselves, enjoying time with family even, aside of the pandemic, and enjoying the beautiful weather that's happening all over. I just wanted to come on today and talk to you folks a little bit about being ready to choose you. Are you ready to choose you? That's the question of the day, and I'm going to be answering that in just a little bit. But before I do, and actually I'd like you to just kind of watch this a little bit, because you may start to resonate with it as I start to speak about this. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, definitely stay tuned. And if you are sure and you're ready to choose you and commit to yourself and invest in yourself, and you have the time, the energy, and the resources to do so, this is where the line is, folks. This is where it is, because you are listening and hearing this because it's kind of the way the energy works. If you're seeing this, it is very likely that you are ready to hear what I'm about to say, ready to choose you. You know, we go through things in life that we can totally identify with, where we don't choose ourselves, we choose everything and everyone else. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. But before I get to that, I just wanted to let you know there's a link down here below this video. And later when we get towards the end of this, if you resonate with what I'm talking about, you're going to want to click on that and speak to one of our Clarity coaches. Alrighty? So today, are you ready to choose you? The question comes up sometimes when I get a new student in, after they've done a little bit of the program, the Magnetize Your Twin Flame program, and they start learning how to neutralize and diffuse and then balance their fear-based energy, which is what's causing a lot of what you're feeling right now. You know, you might be very run down, exhausted, depleted, drained, all of that, because that tends to happen on this journey. I don't know one student, I don't know it ever happening in my own journey and experience that it didn't happen that way. Those are the hallmarks of this journey, and hallmarks meaning it can be different people from all over the world, from all walks of life, from all different cultures and different ages, in different socio-economical groups. It doesn't matter. Those are hallmarks of the TF journey, and so many people identify with those things, and you're just beat down because this is not an easy journey. It is not. And although, you know, the reasons behind it and the roots of it is a very simple thing, because this journey is all about you. This journey is not about the things that happen to you. It's not about your twin flame. It's not about anything else but you. So when you break it down and you look at it that way, it really is very simple. But it's not easy. You know, we all know that. It is so not easy. And the question comes up, you know, what does that mean, choosing you? You know, this is the one thing that will happen in your life that was directed completely for you to realize and understand and not just understand, but to resonate. That this journey is about you. It's about nothing else that is happening in the physical world. So when you find yourself on it, that's what's happening. It's about you. And it's trying to teach you about you. Specifically, what this journey is about is self-love. And learning how to do that for yourself. Learning how to basically respect, honor, and love yourself unconditionally. That's what this journey is about. You know, so I think about things that I've had discussions with over time, not just during this journey, but way before, of different examples of how we don't choose ourselves. And it's kind of funny, you know, I had a friend years ago tell me, you know, if I could recoup all the money I spent on different relationships with different people, if I could recoup all that money, where would I be right now? You know, that's a very good example of not choosing yourself. That's a very good example of using your resources, your money, that energy, the currency, on putting it into things and people or situations that was really not the best thing for you. And I can relate. I've done that myself. I have a lot of friends actually who's gone the full 9 yards, and I've talked about this before, full 9 yards in education, getting to the end, getting their masters, bachelor's and masters, and coming out the other side and realizing this is not what I want to do in my life. You know, they thought, you know, if there's going to be any type of investment in yourself, a lot of times we think that type of formal education is the way to go because we're thinking of ourselves, we're investing in ourselves, and that may very well be true if that's what you want to do. But for the most part, a lot of times what happens is when you're at that age and where you're coming out of high school and you're trying to choose or choose a career, a lot of times that is based on what someone else wants you to do or thinks would be right for you. Could be parents, could be counselors, could be teachers, it could be anyone. But then you get to the other side, you know, 5 years, 6 years later sometimes, and you're like, this is not me. This is not what I want to do. I know a lot of people in that situation who have been in that situation. It's you know, you can laugh about it later, but when you're going through it and you're working through it, you know, sometimes you can be so sure. And like I said, a lot of times you don't have the age and experience to really know who you are at that time to choose that. So that can happen where you're choosing something that's not for you. You know, even on this journey with false TF teachings, and I do call them false because I've seen those out there, I've seen their focus, I've seen the scope, and I'll be the first to tell you, I've said it many, many times, if you are watching, seeing, buying into, even the things of the TF journey that's out there, they're not of El Hari, I'm going to tell you, they're false teachings, and it's basically just based on the focus. That's all it is. That's all I got to start with. That's all I got to end with. And when you are investing in that, it's not for you. Your focus is on the TF, you know. So there's so many different ways we can do that we can focus on doing things other than for ourselves, and sometimes we don't even really know it, you know. So here's, like I said, here's where it meets, here's the line in the sand. This is about focusing on you, investing in you, committing to yourself. That's what it's all about, and that's what we're here to help you do. This journey, the TF journey, is absolutely sacred, and it's all about you. And it is such a joy for me to be able to coach people and watch them shift and transform. Even when it doesn't matter what it looks like when you come in, it really does not. You know, it feels like it does. It feels like, oh my God, you know, my situation is different. And no, it's all about you. And when we can take all of that energy and put it on you, and just basically learning how to maneuver this journey by keeping the focus on you, miracles happen. That's what it's about. It's really, truly about that. And when I see my students going through those shifts, oh my gosh, I can't help. I get a little bit like misty-eyed sometimes because it reminds me so many times of the shifts that I was able to make on this journey. You know, I was definitely the one that focused on everything else, invested in everything else. I asked myself that, that first thing that my friend had told me years ago, if I could recoup all that money. It's not about money. It's just that I put my resources elsewhere. And when you keep doing that, you will keep coming up with the same feeling, the same result, because you just haven't learned the proper way to maneuver this journey. That's why I'm here talking to you folks today. If you are there and you're exhausted, depleted, but you're ready to commit to you, forget everything else. Forget everything that looks like what you're supposed to be doing, because this journey, I tell you right now, this journey was sent just for you. It wouldn't be happening to you if you weren't ready for it. So if you're ready to find out about it, to find out all about you, all the things that make up who you are and what you are, and in turn take those things and have it show you how, your soul now, show you how to honor, respect, and love yourself. You're ready for that. You're ready to commit to that. You're ready to invest in that. All of your resources, your time, your energy, and your finances. Go ahead and click on that link. And you will not be sorry. There is not a student I know who has been through this, who's gone through the modules and who's gone through the program and the coaching, the one-on-one coaching that you get to help you get where you can see this thing with like absolute clarity. You know, it comes, it takes time, but when you can get to that place, for me as a coach, it's a beautiful thing. So when you're ready for that, go ahead and click on the link below. Alrighty, folks, you have a beautiful Thursday, and I will talk to you again soon. God bless.